to Morning Live.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
What a great conversation to actually be having, to understand the National Development Plan a little bit more and all its intricacies. But how did it come about?
Well, the Wits School of Governance and ourselves at the Oliver and Adelaide Tambo Foundation decided about 8 months ago that it would be a good thing to get the nation to make use of a platform to discuss the National Development Plan. You know, now when you are involved in a project, whatever you do, at a certain point, it's good that you stop and check whether you're doing it right or not right. The reference point being 1994, the government in 2010 decided to, through the president, to take a look at how well they were doing on the project of economic development. And they commissioned a group of people to draw up a plan, review performance, and see how to take whatever was being done forward. Now, as the politicians tell us, there is quite a good story that could be told from the starting point in 1994. But there are also other difficult things. The key issues here are how are we performing on the alleviation of poverty, on reducing unemployment, and also inequality. So the review of performance relates then to how best we can deal with the management of these issues going forward. So Wits and the Oliver and Adelaide Tambo Foundation thought to come together, put in place a debate, 10-part series of debates, which would draw on subject matter experts, on specialists, to focus on how to actually implement the National Development Plan. Much is said about this document. It's the country's 2020 vision, having started in 2010, I mean, the drafting of this thing. We want to see where we shall be in 2030. The projections, the desire, the wish, if you will, is that unemployment should be less than 6%. You wish it could be finished altogether. That poverty will come above the poverty level notch, and that inequality is managed to some extent. The most important thing is that people should not be poor and that everybody must be employed.
Explain the format that you guys chose to take. 10 debates over, I think, 15 months that you guys are actually going to be embarking on?
We decided that the best thing to do, tonight's discussion revolves around getting a viewpoint from government, who actually commissioned the study, from Labour, who have views about how well conceived this is, about business, what's their take on the National Development Plan? What does it mean, this vision? How do you actualize it? And then, of course, in this particular instance, academia. Professor Habib will be speaking on behalf of academia and I think civil society as well. Once those positions are laid down today, the next 9 debates must focus on particular sections of the national, if it's education or health, agriculture, whatever. And we would get 4 experts, 4 specialists, 4 people with an interest who know something about education, to sit and advise how, in fact, if we wish to have low levels of employment in 2030, how to go about doing that.
It certainly is. A National Development Plan, a blueprint for the country, is not something that you can just openly discuss and come up with projections in just one debate. So over 10 months, over 15 months, you guys certainly are going to come out with some valuable insights. What's going to happen to those insights, though? Are they going to influence policy at all?
Well, you know, absolutely. That's our desire. Everybody is collaborating here. Whatever suggestions come out of these debates, they will be compiled into a book. We're dealing with the university. This is academia. I was saying during our discussion that I wish they could be compiled into a manual so that as soon as possible we can hand this to the powers that be and get them to examine this and see whether how useful it is. So, but what will happen is that a book will be compiled that will reflect the thinking, the views, the inputs that would have come from the participants.
Brilliant. Mr. Mavuso, thank you very much. Mr. Msimang, thank you so much for coming to speak to us. That's Mavuso Msimang, who is the chairperson of the Oliver and Adelaide Tambo Foundation, speaking to us about the series of debates which gets underway in Gauteng today at the Wits University. Time for us